What are underrated websites and what do you use them for?
10 Mail. No need to use my own email to read a random website. I made a Reddit account using these emails, account still working fine.
Remove.bg does a pretty solid job at removing the background of any image. You can even just Ctrl+V lowers quality a little.
Camel.com tracks the price history of something on Amazon so you can see if a sale is actually a good deal.
Naturalreaders.com. It's basically a text-to-speech site that lets you copy and paste passages into a text box and then the computer will read it back to you. I use this when I need to type out papers, short stories or any other lengthy piece of writing as a way of proofreading. It's nice to use this way because then you can hear your errors read aloud.
Futureme.org, you can use it to send emails to the future you. Been using it for almost 3 years. It helps put into perspective how much has changed over the course of a year.
Online image editor with Photoshop feature. Edit, thanks for upvotes and awards. Don't forget to visit our Photopea. Unsplash.com, tons of free-to-use images of damn near everything.
A library of public domain classical sheet music. You can pretty much find any classical music over 100 years old. I stopped buying sheet music when I discovered it. Plus, it's pretty easy to send music to students during e-class in lockdown. Edit. Wow, thanks guys. I'm glad my information helps some people. Listen to radio around the world.
www.justwatch.com. Allows me to search up a movie or TV show and tells me where it's streaming. Edit. It seems like quite a few people are not able to view something they want to watch, but I also use 123 miliovies when the only option I have is to buy or rent it. There's also the option of torrenting with a VPN.
Lightningmaps.org, it tells you in real time where lightning strikes anywhere in the world. Nice to track when there is a thunderstorm where you live.
DeepL for translations instead of Google Translate. Although language options are still limited, the results are more natural and elegant. I'm a bilingual Chinese-English speaker and use this whenever I can't remember how to say a phrase in the other language.
The Noun Project need an icon for something and don't have time to make it yourself. People from all over the world create them and upload them. Great resource for graphic designers. Icons available in SVG or JPEG, and they're doing stock photos now too. 3 a bunch of awards, say what? Was not expecting that, thanks. Tip of my tongue, it's really effective and has helped me countless times. I always seem to want a word when I'm writing but forget what the actual word is.
WornOnTV.net, they are masters at tracking down the exact clothes actors wear in TV shows. And they often show a similar cheaper option if your budget is not the same as millionaires. Edit. Mostly women's clothes, and no movies. Sorry.
Boil the Frog, an awesome site where you put 2 artists in, and it makes a playlist connecting them for you. Thanks R. Music.
WolframAlpha.com, I sometimes use it math calculations. Pointer.com, I mainly use it just to be impressed by the photos and to have a good laugh.
If you're in the U.S. and you earn below a certain threshold, currently around $69,000, you can get free software to help you file your taxes. There's an IRS website that walks you through the process, and you'll use exactly the same software you might already be paying a shitload of money for. For real, these companies are legally obligated to make their software available for free, in return for the U.S. government not setting up its own free software and completely dismantling the market. Companies that sell you tax software are trying very hard to make it difficult to find. Don't let them.
PDFDrive.com, this site has a pretty cool collection of free ebooks without registering.
Atomic Rockets, any kind of sci-fi thing, they got. Donjon, auto-generate dungeon maps, world maps, names, any kind of thing you need for a quick D&D game. Edit, there's also this for generating city maps. Edit, thanks for the gold.
Ninite.com allows you to pick and choose from a large selection of commonly used programs like Steam, WinRAR, and random other things you want while setting up a computer. The awesome part is that once you've selected all the programs you would like, it will simply install them all with no bullshit. No ads, no cost, no boxes, nothing. You get one executable and it installs everything you checked without any of the hassle of going through each program's hoops. Edit, I've been told you can also keep the same .exe file to update the programs when needed. Saves a lot of hassle. Also, I appreciate the awesome comments. I'm glad there are other who know of this and even some others.
And #X200B. Easiest way to spend an hour or two learning about our history, the future.
Does the dogdy.com. Like it says, you can look up movies and see whether the dog in the movie dies. There are other categories too, but I mainly use it to check whether the dog dies.
Forvo, for when you see a word in a different language or your own, and you want to know how it's pronounced, or how it sounds in different accents dialects. People record themselves saying words and upload it with their general location. I tell everyone I can about this site. Edit. Thank you for the silver, kind stranger. It's my first ever medal loudly crying.
Runpy.com. It tells you the best time for a bathroom break and gives a brief description of what you would miss.
Teleparty. It's actually a browser extension, but it's fun being able to have movie night with the boys while on lockdown.
I check every few days or at least once a week. The site seems wonky today though. It normally shows the national flag of each astronaut.
A Soft Murmur lets you play all kinds of soothing background noises, like rain, wind, birdsong, waves, and rolling thunder. You can also overlay them to make your perfect background mix, which is perfect if you want to relax to the gentle sounds of a coffee shop on fire.
Erowid.org. The drug community knows about this one. This website is still one of the best websites for unbiased information about recreational drugs. This site has literally saved lives. Edit. Thanks for the silver and also correcting me on the web address. Paste info from your MS Word documents and it outputs as nice clean HTML. I've tried a few other options over the years, but this is the one I go back to. Saves a hell of a lot of time editing content for the web, which I get in Word documents.
Lets you share files privately, without size limit, with end-to-end encryption and without them being stored online. Note that I'm not related to this website in any way.
Bing.com. For porn. For searching for porn. Make sure you turn off the safe search in your set.
Sci-hub.se. If you're a university student and you need access to paid online journals, this is the website. You put in the DOI of the journal and it gives you the access to that journal. Good website, really helpful for my studies.
Flightradar24.com. Less than tracking of airplane movements over the world. Sometimes I even look myself up when I am on an airplane. GCmap.com. Less than calculating distances between airports on the Great Circle. Has some other neat features. 2. Stellarium-web.org. Less than kinda like Google Earth for the sky, planets and stars. Love that tool. Anasearch.com. Less than German website to log scene anime.
It tells you where you rank in terms of imaginary Reddit points.
Obligatory link to website that makes Reddit look like Outlook.
Urban Dictionary. As an actual dictionary, I'm getting old and I get tired of asking the young people at work what the hell they are talking about.
The Stardew Valley Wiki. Absolutely essential.
What the fuck should I make for dinner.com?
Not mine. MyNoise.net. The woman who runs it is a noise engineer, and the site has a ton of different, adjustable soundscapes that can play for hours without truly looping. This is great if you want some background noise. I use it for revision and it is excellent. The .net is important. The .com version is a guy stealing all of their work.
Khan Academy, a site where you can take free courses in science, mathematics, language arts. I use it in spare time just to enhance my knowledge on each field, and I will honestly say I learned better on Khan than I did school. I'm 21 by the way.
FantasyNameGenerators.com. As a writer with a bit of OCD, I have to say naming characters is the hardest part for me because I refuse to keep writing until it's done. I used to just call every character X and a number until I came up with a good name. But that got confusing after a while and I would keep renaming characters because I didn't like the names I came up with. This website helps me so much to find a name and just leave it like that.
Shows you all the free campsites. Shitexpress.com. Send a package of poop to someone all around the world. By paying with Bitcoin also makes the sender anonymous.
Outline.com. It allows you to read the text on websites without seeing their ads.
Holy crap. This whole thread is the best thing I've come across on Reddit in years.
This is pretty niche to music, video editing, but I visit several times a day. Basically tap any key on your keyboard in time to some music to find its beats per minute (BPM). The way that this site averages your taps is incredibly helpful. I use a lot of high-end music software and none of them have a tap to find tempo function as simple and user-friendly as this little site.
Whenever I want to take some time out from work or stressful situation. Really underrated. TV Time for tracking shows and movies.